Yo guys, what's happening? It's Michael here. Alright, so we're currently at war right now. I already did my 2 attacks. Looks like I'm gonna make 1.3 gold, purple, and then 7.2 on the dark elixir. So there's about 2 hours left, 2 hours and 8 minutes. We are a clan level 11. They're a clan level 8. So far we have 106 stars, and there's still got some of our dudes still have some attacks. We have 142 clan XP, so that's gonna be pretty good. These dudes have 64. I'm not even going to pronounce their name. I'm just call them pound or hashtag depending on how old you guys are. You guys are going to know what's what. Um, so I kind of want to go through some attacks. Again, I'm a Town Hall 11. I'm attacking this Town Hall 11. I understand that this is a rush Town Hall 11 that I'm attacking, but still, all in all, it's still Town Hall 11. They have their defenses up. They have their Eagle artillery thing up. They have their heroes and everything. So even if I'm sure most of you guys still get Rush Town Hall, so I'm gonna kind of show you guys how I go about it when I want to attack. So the first things first is I look where their Eagle Artillery is, because that's the first thing and the main thing that I want to take out. The next thing is their Clan Castle. I really hate Clan Castles because you really don't know what to expect, because it's usually their number one, number two that are donating troops. So you never know what you're gonna have. So the first thing you do is you want to click on the clan castle. Notice how this dude has 30. So this dude has 30, so you can kind of imagine what he can have, and it's basically he can have any troop combination in there. So what I did is I saw that in order for me to get the Eagle Artillery, the closest thing that I want to take out, I'm gonna need to get rid of these walls. So I used the 4 earthquakes on that one, and then since this clan castle is right here, I'm gonna come up this way and just use my wizards to take them out. And also that kind of gives me an advantage to go left to where the Archer Queen is, because I also want to take her out. So just kind of replaying this, that's kind of what I did. So the first things first, I always drop my earthquakes. On this one, I accidentally forgot to drop an extra drop one, but at the end, kind of towards as they were attacking, I saw that it was still up, and I'm just like, oh my god, I forgot to drop that earthquake. So I use my Harry Potters, I get them down on the bottom. I also drop my queen, and then I use the max golem and the max giant from my clan castle to drop them down to lure out the clan castle troops. I drop a poison, I take out the archers, and then my wizards and queen take out the max dragon. I also use my wall breakers to funnel through, and then the Eagle Artillery is already targeting them, and then I just drop my Valks. Hopefully they're gonna go in straight down the middle, and that's when I noticed that, oh shit, I forgot to fucking put my earthquake spell. So I do that. Some of them get in there, and then some of them go to the left, which is cool because I got kind of like a little more than half going towards the left, and they also broke up. So then that half broke into another half. So it's kind of like a third of went down the middle, a third went to the left, and a third went to the right. So it was kind of perfect for me the way they went. I use my rage on the Valkyries. They do the damage. The P.E.K.K.A is also in there, and then my king, my queen, and my grand warden are all together. The double cannon doesn't stand a chance. It's weak. My queen's max, my king's max, my whole hero trio are freaking max, and that's freaking awesome, man, because you guys have no idea how stoked I am that I finally got a max. So they go in there, they do damage. The single targeting infernals have no chance. Um, Once I used the king's ability, all the barbarians started going, so it's like the single targeting inferno just really stands no chance with all those barbarians. Expos go down, a perfect 3-star 100%, and I put 3 points for the team up on the scoreboard. And same thing for this one. This one's a Town Hall 10. Again, it's also rush, but I use the same troop combinations on here. You have the king and queen on one side, and then you also have the multi-targeting infernos right here, and you also have the clan castle. So what I wanted to do here, in order for me to funnel through, I had to break this little area where the clan castle is. So I went ahead and did that. I dropped the earthquake spells. That gives me a whole new box to go into. Instead of having like 4 little boxes in there, those 2 rectangles in the square, whatever you want to call it, it lets me just to like make it easier go in there. As you can see at the top left, I use my Harry Potters to get rid of the surrounding buildings, and then right when I see that they're going down, boom, I drop my clan castle. There goes the max golem, there goes the max giant, and then behind it is the grand warden to give it more health. And then once I see that they're getting there and I don't see the mortar and that attacking, I go ahead and drop my wall breakers. They make a hole in there. They also make a hole by the mortar. And that also pulls the clan castle troops from the enemy side down. The golem takes most of the damage from the dragon. And then I go ahead and drop all my Valkyries. Now, I wanted my Valkyries to go straight down the middle, but what happened is that I didn't get a whole clear funnel through in there, so then my Valks ended up going around, which was alright because the way they were going, they kind of split in half and they took around the surrounding buildings, but I still had my queen plus some free spells down there. So I used the free spell to take down the single targeting inferno. The Teslas end up popping out, and then I use the Queen's ability to take out the rest. And then once I saw that my Valks were kind of getting close to the Teslas, I used another free spell and a rage to give them a boost and also slow down the Teslas. That way they don't target on them no more. And at this point I was a little scared, but then like I kind of saw where my king was. He has almost max full health. Same with the P.E.K.K.A down there on the bottom. I still haven't used the King's Rage ability, so I thought that was pretty awesome. And then the king and the P.E.K.K.A just do work, while the little Valkyries kind of like are there just to open up the walls. The P.E.K.K.A ends up taking care of that the geared up cannon, which I don't understand why that dude doesn't have the double cannon. Like, if you're gonna gear it up, just use it double, or just leave it alone and use something else. What are you doing, dude? So then I use the king's ability. That takes out the expo, that takes out the air defense, which is basically useless at this point. 2, 1, 3 more points for the hood, 3 more points for the team, and that's freaking awesome. Some other attacks that were pretty good down here. I know some of you guys aren't really high up there, but we have like this dude Ghost. He attacked their number 18. It was 12 and 18, so it's basically 2 Town Hall 10s going at it. Now this dude Ghost, he wanted to use an air attack, which I think is pretty good. He uses great 2 combination. He's got a max Town Hall 10, Town Hall 8 Barbarian King, which is a level 10. He's got the 2 lightning spells. He's got the earthquake, so that's gonna allow him to take out a air defense. So you need 2 earthquake spells, an earthquake spell, 2 lightning spells, and then he also has a rage and a haste on his clan castle. Now that's something that you want to do. Let me slow this down a bit. He drops the 2 lightning spells and uses the earthquake. Now that frees up some stuff, right? Because now he only has to focus on these 2 air defenses on the right. He notices the surrounding buildings. There was a builder hut on each side. There's also 2 down here. So he drops those down, and then inside his clan castle troops, he's got the max balloons. Now, once he kind of gets there, he drops the rage spell. The balloons go to work. They do damage. And notice this max dragon right here from the enemy's clan castle. He has 2 dragons to take that thing out. He ends up taking that out, and then these balloons do work while the dragons take care of the surrounding buildings. Now, I know most of you will say, it's like, why not use minions? It's like, well, if you're going to use minions around this time, you really don't want to. And the only reason because of that is like you want to save up Dark Elixir to level up some of your dark spells and also your dark troops. So using dragons is also costly in the purple elixir, but using a combination of balloons and dragons can allow you to save up money as you're farming out there. So that's really good, and that's really something that you want to do because you want to get the most purple and dark elixir plus the gold out of your war attack. So that's something good. So he ends up doing that, and then to speed this up a bit, the dragons ends up taking out. He uses his king on the bottom to take care of that builder hall. That way time doesn't get to him, and that's smart of him. He ends up getting the 3 stars, a perfect air attack with balloons and dragons. Give him a poison. So, okay, let's see what other ones we have. I don't know how to pronounce that dude's name. Okay, let's go with them. Shenishishi. I could never pronounce that dude's name. Okay, so this is a Town Hall 7 attack. So one of the things here that you have to look at is like his troop combination, right? He's got 2 heals, a rage, And then he's got a poison plus a haste. He's got 22 giants, 18 wizards, and then some archers. And this is something critical. He uses the archers to pull the clan castle troops out, and that's something that you really want to do, because if you don't pull out the clan castle troops, especially at these low levels, you're going to have a really big problem. He uses the poison spell to take out the dragon, and then he also uses the archers just to entice the dragon to stay there within the range and the area of the poison spell. He also uses the archers to take them out. And the dragon ends up going down. He also uses a wizard just to speed up the process. And then he's going to go ahead and drop the giants. He drops them down here on the bottom right. And that goes straight to these defenses. Now notice this space right here where the giant's at. That could be a big bomb. It could be some spring traps. You don't know. So it ends up being a big bomb, but he does have some heal spells. He also has some minions just to help with the surrounding building, and that's okay, because that was like 3 minions, so that's pretty good. And that can get rid of all those surrounding buildings as he's like attacking in there. And the giants end up doing work. He uses the heal spell just to heal those giants so they can be there active and working their way around. And you're also going to want that heal spell when it comes to those wizard towers, especially at these low levels, because that's really what you want to do. So he was able to get in there. He takes out he takes out one air defense, and then these other giants are going to take out the other one, and that's good because inside his clan castle he had a war dragon, the max dragon, and also a max balloon. And with this is going to take out most of the other buildings, the surrounding buildings, and then that balloon's going to go ahead and just take out all the defensive buildings, while the other giants are doing work on the other side. Then he uses his wizards and archers and the rest of his crew just to take that out. Gets 3 stars for the team. Really awesome. Cleans that up really well. If we keep going down here, we have an attack with Little Ghost. So Little Ghost attack there, number 32. Again, same thing you want to do here. Notice his troop combination. He uses archers to pull the clan castle troops. Always lure out the clan castle troops at these low levels, because that's really what you want to do. Only because those clan castle troops can and will mess you up. He also noticed that not all of them popped up, so he used another archer, and that archer brought out the war balloon that was in there. He drops down his clan castle troop, and that's going to take out the dragon. Well, the dragon's going to take out the clan castle troop. And notice he also pulled an archer. He uses that archer, pulls the balloon now, and as the balloon's going to target the archer, he's going to use the dragon to take care of that balloon, and it's going to allow him to release his giants in there, and also his wizards to give him some support. I was smart. So what he did was just drop all the giants here. They're gonna go through this wall like butter, just chopping it down. And then all the mortar, the archer tower, and the cannons are targeting on the giants. So that's what you want to do. He uses his wizards to just take out all the surrounding buildings, the collectors, and also other defensive buildings as well. A heal spell to heal the dragon and his that ball of wizards. And that was smart because those wizards are attacking the cannon, while the other giants, there's just too many of them. This base really didn't stand them much of a chance. Even that spring trap takes him out, but it's still alright. He still has a handful of giants, and that gives us 3 stars. So that's pretty good. So one of the ways that you want to attack is also always lure out the clan castle troops. So those are some really good attacks by our team. So if you guys need any tips, or if you guys have any tips for us, go ahead and leave a comment down below on the comment section of this video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe for more content. There's also new content almost every day for Grand Theft Auto 5, Clash Royale, and also Clash of Clans, and more games to come. So go ahead, comment, subscribe, like. I'm P.E.K.K.A, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.